Phase 5 Nation? This is Caleb, one of your coaches here at Phase 5 Fitness, both Brandon and South Tampa. Today, I'm in the premier facility of South Tampa, on location here to present some things about technique and progressions of bringing your single under with the jump rope into double unders. A lot of times in our classes, we don't really get to hammer this skill work sometimes, so just want to create a short little video just to go over a few pointers and help you out the next time that you're going to tackle some progression into that double under if you don't have it already. First and foremost, let's address the jump rope, all right? The jump rope should be long enough that if I step on the middle of it, measuring those handles up, it should be sitting at about where the middle of my chest is and at least underneath the armpit, okay? Somewhere in this general area is going to work for you. It is not a one-size-fits-all. However, the length should be appropriate to you so that it is not too short. We need to at least, it should be catching the floor, but not so long that it's dragging really far. That's why we need to really fine-tune the length on the rope so it's just right and just fit for you, okay? Next thing we need to go over is our body positioning while jumping rope. So the first thing we need to know is how efficient are you with single unders? Okay, there are many different ways I see single unders. All right, most importantly to know our body position should stay the same whether I'm doing single unders or double unders. Okay, notice there's only two things happening here. I'm jumping higher and I'm giving a little bit more wrist rotation. Everything else is the same. Those two things are, for one, my gaze. You need to find neutral gaze every time you're picking somewhere on the wall or somewhere wherever you are facing straight forward. We do not want to look at the floor or our feet. Oftentimes it's going to cause you to trip up even more often. Okay, so pick somewhere, keep your eyes there the whole time and just focus. Okay, the next thing, how are we turning the rope? Okay, rotation should come from the wrist. All right, it is very natural for us when we first start out. We're just trying to get over the rope any way possible. Oftentimes that might mean the entire shoulder. To demonstrate that, or from the elbow. All right, where we want to be is on the wrist, okay? That being said, it's all about efficiency. It's like everything we do here, what your coaches are probably preaching to you in the workouts. It's so important to do any movement as efficient as possible. We want to save energy for as long as possible throughout workouts. You have a workout that involves jumping rope, and you're doing pull-ups, and you're doing power cleans, and you're doing lots of other exercises that are really taxing on the body. The last thing we want to do is use more than what is needed to get rotation on the rope during our double unders. Okay? So the first thing you're going to want to do is try to get with your coach, find out if your single unders are looking efficient in that body position. We should be jumping straight up and down. Hands are in front of the torso, elbows are in close to your sides, and we have that neutral gaze. Okay? Single unders need to be here first. Get with your coach. Make sure you're doing this correctly. Okay? The next thing you're going to do, once that has been demonstrated, it's not a bad idea just to throw the jump rope down and go over some jumping drills. Okay? So my standard on a single, I'm sitting right here. If I'm going to go into double unders, I obviously need to get higher so I can give more time for the rope to get underneath my feet. I'm probably sitting a little bit more up here. Okay? So it's good to toggle between the two. Single and double. Okay? You need to establish that jump height. And also to establish being able to jump in just one spot. Alright? We don't want to be going all over the place. Another good reason just to do some jumping drills without the rope first. Okay? After we've established that, there are several ways to try to progress yourself into double unders. Some of these things may work for you, some of them may not. Feel free to play around with any of them, okay? The first suggestion I'm going to make is doing your singles with a higher jump every time, okay? Hit your higher jump in between every once in a while. Get used to the height you need to make for the double under, okay? After that, get a double under any way possible, okay? I know I've been preaching to you about body positioning and all that. That is about being efficient, okay? But when you're at that point, you've been working singles for quite some time, you just can't seem to get it, get yourself to get that double under any way possible, at least while you're practicing, okay? So whether you're going to tuck jump, you're going to pike, you're going to donkey kick, do whatever it takes to get your first one. Get that confidence under your belt, okay? So first, you may want to just flick the rope around a couple times. What's very important is timing, okay? This rope, we don't want to jump until it's about to hit the floor in front of us. Oftentimes, we want to start jumping by the time the rope is overhead, and we're going to trip every single time because we're so excited to get that big jump, all right? So maybe flick that rope a couple times, get used to what it's like to hear it hit the mat in front of us. From there, we're just going to give one big jump and whatever it takes. Okay? Did a big tough jump there. Alright, whatever it takes. Is that efficient in a workout? No, but hey, at least I'm getting a couple, and I'm starting to figure out in my mind and body connection how to get that rope to pass twice without tripping on it. Okay? The next thing to try to match with this is now to continue to make the rope rotate with single unders after you've accomplished the double under, okay? So even if your double under is not very efficient, just try to get that mindset. We're going to continue moving the rope. And right into singles, okay? If that's what it takes, work there for a while, okay? Play with the double unders. The next thing you can try to do from here, string together a rhythm of both the double unders, single unders, back to double unders, okay? You could do this in any fashion, whether it is one double under, 3 single unders, back to double under, continue this way, or maybe it's 5 single unders in the middle. Choose whichever one you like, get with your coach. Hopefully they can help establish what a good number for you to practice with is. Okay, so that would look like going singles, double, single, double. Okay, and continuing to rotate through them. Obviously, the hardest part of all this is going to be now linking, that you finally have a double under, into doing double unders consecutively. Okay? Best way you can do that is continue trying to stay in the double singles range. When you work your singles, try to start jumping higher as well. Okay? Not the best demonstration, but what you want to be doing though is trying to slowly link together the doubles, okay? Do whatever it takes here. You're going to have to play with all these different methods. One of those tools may have worked for you. Most of them may not have, but you got to learn to play. Figure out what works best for you. Your coach probably knows what are some of the best cues to work with you to get that more efficient. The most important part of all this is that we're tackling several aspects of fitness. Coordination and accuracy, agility and speed. Okay, all these things are hammering away with the jump rope. It is something that is technical. This is not something you're going to more than likely learn overnight unless you are already a superior athlete. This may take quite a lot of time. With that being said, don't get frustrated. Keep with it. Keep practicing. Okay, you're going to see these pop up in workouts where you're maybe working for 1 or 2 minutes trying to accumulate the max amount of double unders. It's a great time to practice. If you're in that singles doubles range, start practicing. Make yourself push into that zone of discomfort so you can learn that skill. All right? It was great seeing all you guys. Look forward to seeing you guys the rest of the week in the gym.